Hi guys, this is Samantha. Today I want to share those frustrating moments when I'm sourcing suppliers. The first one is hard to communicate. When I start a sourcing project, I will have some product requirements or some required product specifications, and I will share those information to those potential suppliers. And sometimes I will get some great feedbacks or rough prices based on those specification. But sometimes there are other suppliers, they are really hard to communicate. Even with those shared information, they just cannot quote. And some suppliers, after they receive my information, they didn't check very well on those requirements. Instead, they will ask me a lot of questions, which they can find answers from my information that I provided in the first place. So I will find very frustrated when I receive those questions, such as what kind of products you need and how much quantity you will going to order. When you answer those questions they asked and you want to ask them some questions about the factory or about the product, they may just ignore, or those answers cannot solve your problem and you cannot have more clear picture about the factory after those answers they provided, which may feel tired or kind of waste of time to move forward with these suppliers. It doesn't mean they are not great suppliers, it just you need to spend more time to communicate with them to see if they are the suppliers you want. The second frustrating moment would be that I find out the sales is careless. After you confirm those product details, you may want to check a sample to see if they can actually do that. And then you will receive a sample and you find out the sample is different from what you and the supplier agreed in the first place. And then you need to contact them to check about the problem, why this will happen. The sales may say sorry because they get the wrong color or the size. They ask you to check based on this sample to order. If you're not agree about this, you may need to ask them to send a new correct sample to you, which will cost your time to wait for a new sample. If that's an urgent project, you will feel frustrated or angry about this. The third frustrating moment would be you find out a salesperson is an irresponsible person or they are lying. When there are some issues happened, they cannot provide you solutions. Instead of providing solutions, they may find a lot of excuses, or maybe we need to delay the order because the issues, and they cannot provide you any solutions when issues happen. You need to find out by yourself. Maybe you need to ask them, what can I help for you? Do I need to find a accessory suppliers to provide those things to the factory to make them to proceed the order? It will feel annoyed or angry when these things happen and you have an irresponsible sales cannot helping you to finish the order in the factory side. There are other frustrated, not frustrated, but funny moments. Like I will tell those suppliers that I'm a Chinese and I want to looking for some product, and some suppliers may telling me they don't have the product, but I know actually they have. They just don't want to talk to a Chinese because they think a Chinese finding them to ask for price, and just for price there won't be any real order from a Chinese. But there are some other suppliers, they will tell me that they are actually a trading company, not a factory, which saves my time to evaluate them because I need to find the manufacturers. And other suppliers, they may just ignore my messages or just tell me that they cannot do that. They just don't want to spend time to communicate with the Chinese because they think I'm just asking for price. I think overall it's great for me to show them that I'm a Chinese because they will know that I'm capable to check their factory or inspect the products. They will telling me more truth about the situation, which is great for me to showing them that I'm Chinese in the first place to send them an inquiry. Also, I want to know when will you feel frustrated when you're trying to reach out to a Chinese suppliers. I think the language barrier would be the first frustrating moment for you because I know there are some suppliers they are great but not very good at communication in English. I know some suppliers when they find out I'm a Chinese, they will actually feel like relief and very glad that I'm a Chinese. It's more easier for them to talk to me. Leave a comment here. I would like to know your frustrating moments when you talk to your Chinese suppliers.